Good morning, everybody. The Rev here. It's time for a cup of coffee with Jesus. I pray you're well today. Man, it is amazing that reading in the Word today, that the things that are applicable in the Word today that when they were written still apply and apply very well today. Even more so. One of the ones that I was reading today was in 2 Timothy 2, starting with verse 15. It says, be diligent to present yourself approved to God as a workman who does not need to be ashamed, accurately handling the word of truth. But avoid worldly and empty chatter, for it will lead to further ungodliness, and their talk will spread like gangrene. And then he goes on and said, among them are Hymenaeus and Philetus, which were heretics that were in direct opposition with Paul and the gospel. So what I saw in this today, though, was amazing. Is just like it says, but avoid worldly and empty chatter, for it will lead to further ungodliness, and their talk will spread like gangrene. Some translations say cancer. And what I saw in that is like, hey, how many times do we get together and we just talk about what needs to be done in the Word of God instead of just being the workmen that show up and say, hey, let's not talk about it, let's just do it. We're called to do the work of evangelists. We're called to do the work of pastors and of teachers, right? And of apostles. And if we're called to do all these things, just show up and do it and stop the worldly chatter. And what I saw in that is what sometimes happens at my day job is that there gets to be a lot of talk and just a lot of chatter about how things or the hypothesis about how things should go down, and maybe if we do this and maybe we'll do that. And at the end, it's just like a cancer that just keeps spreading to a meeting, to a meeting, to a meeting, to another meeting, and absolutely nothing gets done. Zero. And why is that? It's because it's worldly, empty chatter. The same thing happens in churches. So is it better just to go out and just do evangelism and it's done, and we try to do everything in excellence? But are we just going to have like 17 meetings about how it's going to go down and never get it done? Because it's empty worldly chatter. It's like the boardrooms of America, where lots get said, 2-hour meetings, but nothing ever gets resolved. It's kind of like world politics. You have peace talks, and all they are is empty talks. Nothing ever gets done. Paul is writing to Timothy here, and he says, avoid that. Avoid that. And just do the work and show up ready to do it. That's it. Remember